what is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We are here at the Acacia Orchard. We are playing the New Zealand Championship Open, the
Classic.
I had it right
Something.
here. I had it right here. New Zealand Disc Golf Open. There we go, in Auckland. So yeah, I'm joined today by Holyn. She just got down here from the United States. So we'll both be playing the men's tees and the ladies' tees, and kind of giving each other our thoughts on, you know, what shots are good, which shots aren't, and hopefully give you a good breakdown of what both courses will look like this weekend.
Yeah.
Also, back nine will be on Holyn's channel, so make sure you head on over there and check that out at the end of this front nine. Let's get into it.
Let's do it.
Starting us off, hole one, 704 feet or 220 meters. This one, men and women play the same tee pad to the same basket, same everything. So it's actually only 550 if you go straight at the basket. But the main fairway plays up to the left, and then no chip shot to the basket. But I think most of the guys will be throwing at the pin. If you get there, it's probably only plays like 470 to get there, and there's quite a bit of actually like safe space there. So we'll see. First rip of the day, if I can do it. A little safe. Drop.
That looks pretty good to me.
Pushing the OB on the left, but either way, it's a putt for birdie.
I'm definitely not going that play. That's a little too risky for me, but there seem to be some really tall trees in the back left side over there, and I think if I can just spike it about in line with them, I should have a manageable approach. Also, first throw in a different country.
Wow,
right here. So there's actually a lot of pressure on this.
That's
right now.
Crazy.
Oh, that flipped up a bit.
You might get to the safe landing zone back there.
Maybe. Okay, good to know.
Little swirly winds out here today, so
yeah.
It'll be a little funky.
I'm gonna try force. We'll try to keep it a little bit more in line with the OB.
Yeah,
there we go.
Good. You definitely want to be lefter than you think. Like just looking at this.
I think we have a breeze coming down the hill a little bit too, so it's gonna push it down, or if you get turning, it's gonna like drift you down that hill.
All of B does go to the drop zone, so it does make it a little tricky, but it's not a re-tee if you don't like make it across for the guys. Overall, I think it's actually a really solid par 4 for the ladies.
Yeah,
and maybe a little easy for the guys. I don't know, maybe giving us a gap we have to hit off the tee to go for that shot. So like same difficulty, but it's got to be like a shape of some kind would be cool. Yeah. Don't know how you do that, but
I could see it getting hard if the wind picks up. It's like a
super
touch
windy.
breezy today, but y'all have been dealing with a lot of wind.
For sure.
Yeah, this is actually a pretty perfect spot, I think.
But if you want to play saver, you definitely can go higher up the hill.
Yeah, I think especially if the wind is like this, air on the side of putting it in the air, because even if I was back there.
But it's not an easy upshot.
On the hill.
This is one this is the main reason I'm not laying up, is I don't want to throw this up shot.
That's too wide. Well,
if it hits the hill, oh yeah,
no,
it's perfect.
It's perfect, actually. Is it first OB is drop zone, subsequent OBs are where it went out?
Pretty sure. I didn't check.
That kind of makes me think a sidearm might be smart, just because I'm more likely to at least cross.
Right. I like the back end because it goes into the hillside. And it's kind of hyzering with the inbounds the whole way. Yeah,
the breeze wants to take it. Go in.
Oh my gosh. Just hit the bucket.
Okay.
All good.
They both work. Probably just play the wind.
Yeah.
But I like zone just because it's going to not want to glide.
Yep. I did go OB, so I would be at the drop zone.
At the drop zone, yeah.
I'm going to play it from here because I don't feel like going back.
Fair.
So you definitely do need to get it inbounds. Like you can't, being like short is fine as long as you're inbounds. We're gonna call it a birdie today, though.
Yeah, you either want it the front slope, or that's another kind of maybe an argument for the forehand, because it's gonna go with the shape. Oh, this is a tricky like first putt of the day. Oh my gosh, that wind. There we go. That's a little better.
See, it's tough.
It's tough.
We've had these gusty winds on the uphill slopes into the headwinds. It's been tough. All right, we don't really know how to do this quite yet, but we're gonna try this. This is the men's tee, 512 uphill, placed to this basket on a stump in the orchard. Really simple shot. All this space out to the right is safe, so you just basically throw a hyzer and then a chip forehand to the basket. So should be pretty simple. And you want to keep it out of the trees as much as you can, so you got an open shot into the pin. but that should be fine.
All right, our tee pad's maybe, what, 60, 70 feet closer, maybe 5 feet more up the hill. So it's gonna basically be the same shot, but just a little bit shorter.
Yeah, it says 458, so yeah, 60 feet.
So I'm basically gonna try to copy Goose, but not get as far.
Like the OB straight is that one you can see on hole 1.
Yeah, but there's no like, oh, I'm not gonna go OB right.
Yeah. Ideally,
Over
it's
here.
a forehand. I don't know how pinched that is with the trees.
We'll try both. And then the wind
Especially with
should
like a
kill
raptor.
it.
Try the same thing with like a captain's raptor, like stable raptor.
This thing's really beefy though.
Okay, cool. Just because it like fights that wind so much better.
Yeah, swarm could work too.
Yeah, yep. Yeah,
That works.
not the best shot I've ever thrown. So it doesn't do that. Get pushed down. All right, something like that.
Nice.
Take that though.
Okay, don't want to leave myself one of these.
Ooh. It's a safe run at least.
Oh geez, that wind's so hard to read.
Yeah.
Hole 3, it's 99 meters, 317 feet. It's just right there. It's a slight downhill, but we're throwing over a nice valley. Looks like we've got OB to the left and to the right if you get far enough. At least to me, the thing that's sticking out is like the straight shot, so probably some kind of neutral fairway or neutral mid-range. But we'll see. Let's try it out.
Right.
I'm gonna try a little buzz, just a little to the right. Hook up for me.
Pretty
Okay, that's the
straight
right
like
distance.
that.
Just need a little more stability.
Pretty solid. I'm gonna go Buzz OS. Kind of the same shot, hopefully, and fade a little farther left. Yeah.
Looks pretty good.
Yeah, that'll work.
All right, I'm gonna try a Nebula just to step up from a buzz. Similar line.
Very nice.
Yeah. Yep, that's the play.
We saw Nate Perkins ace this one the other day.
Really? I mean, this one's
Backhand
kind of begging for it. Oh yeah, that
Yeah.
OB's quick on the left side, so
hyzer. Yep.
you kind of want to just like aim at this pear tree and fade it off.
It's nice though, if you do hit the trees, it's not like you're gonna roll OB right
Yeah, that's true.
without being super unlucky.
Get up there.
Oh. Jeez.
Stuff.
That nose down. For 227 feet or 71 meters. We're both playing the same tee pad and we have to go through the triple mando. So the basket's probably about 50 feet back behind that. And I think that the really interesting part about this one is the top. I think most people are gonna be struggling with keeping it low enough, especially into a headwind. A lot of shots will lift and a lot of shots will drop. So you'll end up pretty short or missing over the top. Just like that.
Wow. You also did it. You threw just as the wind
Just
picked
as
up
the wind
too.
picks up, yeah.
Oh, really straight, or yeah.
Because you have to throw like downhill and I'm a little nose up. So I think like just like driven backhand, obviously.
I almost think like that
farther
one
right.
tree that's short of the basket in the middle there, like kind of jam something at the base of that.
Right.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go like kind of stable and try to keep it really low here. Yeah.
Yeah, just at that tree right there.
Yeah, and then let the ground just put the brakes on.
That was sick.
Yeah, I like the Buzz OS.
Yeah, I think just a little more stable. That's all I need.
And it's like-
Drop some putt.
Oh, he did it.
Let's go. Come on.
I can barely even jump out this far, so we'll see. Yeah, I'd be happy with that.
Not an ideal putt, but usually the hill will stop you before the tree, so I'm not too worried about it. It's gonna go in. That one was too. Hole 5, 240 feet, but it plays a lot longer. We've got like a dead straight tunnel here, and the orchard's on both sides. I like this shot because of the low ceiling. I think it really challenges you to throw a little nose up and keep it straight. A lot of players will throw fairway because of that, but I'm gonna try ripping a Buzz OS. Yeah, just enough, so I'll take that.
So we're just another, again, probably like 60, 70 feet up. We don't have to contend with the little like downhill, uphill that they have. We're just a little shorter, have to deal with this low ceiling. Although we do have some sky visibility here, so you know, someone could do it, right? I'm sure.
We have a mando on ours, so we can't throw a grenade. I think it's the anti-Kevin mando.
They heard Kevin was coming. That's funny. Oof. A grenade. It's not really my style, but I'll try one.
Send it for the fans.
Yeah.
Good luck filming this.
I'm probably just gonna hit the tree right in front of me, but you'll see exactly why I don't throw these.
Oh, because you're nasty with them?
Oh shoot, that was really good.
Oh my gosh. What a shot.
Maybe I throw these now. I believe in you. You're good at grenades.
Yep. Also hitting the fence.
Oh, that's sick.
Oh, not bad.
I hit her too.
That was better.
That'll work.
Yep.
That's probably the play. I couldn't tell you how I aimed and made that happen.
Confident in grenades, that's a fantastic grenade.
Yeah.
I agree. I think if you're Kevin, that's the shot.
Just to like practice for that. When I first came out here and heard it was at an orchard, I expected a whole bunch of holes like this. And this is actually the only one that's dead straight. So I think it's a really nice hole to have on the course.
Yeah. And
it complements everything else. And I'm glad that the whole course isn't this exact same shot over and over. They do kind of different variations of it. So it's cool how they mix it up a little bit. All right, hole 6, 352 feet. This is a good example of what I just said. This is another one of these orchard kind of shots, but instead of going like straight up the gap, you're throwing down the right gap and trying to like stall it and fade it like on the basket. So I'm gonna throw an onyx, and then Holyn's tee is just up about like 50 feet or so. And there's not really any OB long, so you kind of just want to push it straight, let it fade around the trees, and I think that'll be good there.
So for us, it says par 3, 320. Looks like you got a couple of fairway options here. I'm kind of liking this right gap, just initially looking at it, doing just kind of a high pushing hyzer. Yeah, it looks like the OB is not super in play unless you just absolutely yank it, but we'll find out.
Yeah, the trees end about 40 feet short too. So you do have room to push it past those trees and still get left to the basket. Yeah.
I think I'm gonna try to keep this just following, or just kind of almost pushing those trees on the far right.
It's a good shape. And there's no OB long. Okay. I think you'll have pushed a little long.
I might be a little long,
but
I'll try something. I'll try a little more stable vulture on that initial line.
Yeah.
And see if we can avoid pushing deep. Oh, he yanked it.
Like the width.
I actually like it though.
Perfect. Yep.
Yeah, that's probably the play.
Oh, okay. There is an OB stake back here.
Come on, there it is.
Nice. So there is OB on the back, so you do have to have some distance control. I did manage to stay in the circle though, so I'll take that.
Nice.
Go.
I like the spin putt. It's pretty sick.
It's getting there. It's a work in progress.
You got a lot of spin on in your wrist. That's good. Okay, so hole 7, it's 125 meters, 400 feet. Very, very downhill, and not quite an island. It looks like everything left of the creek is safe.
Just the creek that's OB.
Okay, but the creek itself is OB.
Yep.
And then there's OB off to the right and deep.
Yep.
Okay, that's gonna be interesting. We got a little bit of a, feels like a left to right tailwind.
So probably a little push and a little lift is my guess on the forehand.
Interesting. Yeah, I don't know if my forehand's gonna get there in this, but we'll try. Gonna just trust it wide, let the wind work it back.
Yep. Very well thrown. Too far,
that's fun.
Actually. I think it's too far.
Really? Wow.
About 30 feet past. So just a tiny bit too far.
That was cool. I'll do one more just for fun.
I like the stability and the width you're putting on that.
Yeah. I mean, I'll probably go with the first one, just because that's like, I'm a 50% more comfortable with it.
And just, yeah, commit to a little wide on it. Yeah, I didn't commit to the width. Drop! Yeah, a little right.
Even though you have this tree here, you actually have a ton of room to like push something out, but you like the backhand, you can't swing anything wide and play the hyzer. You have to go like directly at it.
And the hill slips away too, so you get that little extra like at the end versus the forehand's like going into the hill. Throw a machete. I think that might be the shot. Still a little long, I think. Yeah, way long. Ooh, okay. This has to be a good shot.
This better be good. This is the first time I've thrown a goose raptor in front of goose. But she's pretty flippy, so we'll see. Oh, she flipped.
It is a little flippy. You need a new one of those.
I have a lot of new ones. Yeah, that one's turned into more of a woods disc.
Oh. Trying to keep that nose down in the headwind.
Just outside circle. I think the force will be the play. Just give it a little more hyzer. We don't need to worry about the distance as much as I thought. Oh, get her up. Come on now.
Ooh.
There we go.
Clean.
We do know how to make putts.
We're on hole 8. This one is 352 feet for the gold tee players. It's a really wicked hole. There's OB to the right on the edge of the creek. OB on the left comes in maybe about 35 feet to the left, up near the basket. So I think your ideal shot is kind of like a pop-up, late drifting backhand to the pin. Super hard shot to throw. You can also do a flex forehand over the top, back to it. I don't like that because of the OB near the basket. So I'm gonna be throwing a spike hyzer, land it a little short, and hopefully make a long putt. But I'm basically just trying to give myself a chance at 2, but take an easy 3. And played it pretty short, so I'm probably 50 feet there.
That silver one that you can see right there, looks like we've got OB all along the right side. So probably just gonna play a putter and try to just kind of drift it to the left of the pin. I'm not really gonna try to park it. Maybe give myself a 25 footer.
Oh, that's pretty.
Yeah, okay, that'll work.
I don't know if you agree, but I think this hole's a little too easy for the
I 100% agree.
Blue tees. So if it were me, if you push the basket back 30 feet, then it's a little bit more tucked in that gap, and then you kind of have to hit the gap a little bit more, versus now you can kind of just like play short of it.
I agree. I think most of our field can throw something slow and kind of ace run it.
And still, yeah.
As long as you don't yank it or turn it over, and it's short enough that, like if it was a little longer, it might make you play a disc that has like a little bit of understability to try and get the distance and the shape.
I agree.
But you just
brings
don't
the OB into play a little more too.
Yeah, you just don't have to take any risks on this one.
Yeah. First, I didn't like this hole for the guys just because of how tough it was, but it's been growing on me because you can get yourself a putt with a pretty easy shot, and you can park it with a really hard shot. Let's see if I can throw it. I need a little flippier disc to just drift to the right after that.
Oh my god, I've been eating the plums all week.
Just find a ripe one and send it.
We need to pick some. Yeah, so all of these trees have plums, and we've been picking them and eating them all week.
We probably ate 20 yesterday.
They're amazing.
A piece.
Dude, that's gonna help. I was just saying there's no water. At least you get some moisture.
Yep.
Well, it's not quite right.
Got like a 50 footer. I think that's kind of what I'm looking for.
Wow.
Let's go! Let's go!
Dang, dude. Better job promoting your tour series this past year than my own, even though I throw both of them.
That's funny.
So...
We the same tee?
Same tee.
Cool.
It's about that far. OB.
Oh.
Is it a little tighter?
Just watch, just in case.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Yep.
That's alright. Thanks, bro.
Coming over our head.
Just wasn't paying attention.
I deserve it. That looks good.
Buttery.
Maybe not. Smooth.
Okay, hole 9. It is 93 meters, 298 feet. It's a straight shot. I don't know how well you can see it. It's pretty shaded over there, but yeah, it looks like you just want to throw maybe something that gets a little bit of a right drift. And there's OB all around, but I don't know how tight it is. Doesn't look that tight.
It's not that tight. You have to throw a pretty bad shot to get to the OB.
This OB's been pretty friendly so far. They could tighten it up and it would be fair.
Yeah, probably 40 feet on both sides.
Okay.
You can actually get away with a hyzer and land it short of the mouth, and you have like a 20 footer. But I'm gonna be throwing what you said, the little like drifting straight shot.
Okay, it's a little too much drift,
Yeah.
but I like the idea.
I was doing the same thing on all my shots, so I'm finally going to go a little more stable and like force the drift, and hopefully it'll fight back.
Oh, that looks good. Stable up.
Touch long, I think.
Yeah, I think you sailed it long, but I like the
I'd
line.
take that, yep. It is a little deceivingly uphill too.
Okay. Well, that was a little short left, but I don't hate it.
Long, still in the circle, but there is a wall back here that should stop you if you do push it a touch too long. Let's see what we got. Perfect putt. Perfect shot for the low spinner. No, it's too high. How do I get that too high? Too many random things in my way.
I mean, honestly, I would probably just lay this putt up because
It's a lot of nastiness back there.
it's kind of a nasty little putt, but we'll run it for practice. Oh, that was pretty
Wow.
sick. That was actually pretty sick.
That was never once higher than the cage. The
Well, you
entire
have just enough headwind that it like
It
holds
just like
it up,
had the nose up.
holds
to
it up
slide
for dear
over.
life there.
That does it for the front nine. Overall, I really like the course. I think there's some fun shots out here and a good variety. I think they've got some good fours, good shot shaping, just kind of a mix of everything. What are your thoughts so far?
I love it. I think with the elevation, with how windy it could get here, it's going to be kind of a crazy puzzle to figure out this week. So
Yeah.
even though some of the holes are a little bit shorter and maybe on the softer side, that's almost kind of a gut check, and that almost adds to it when the wind does pick up because you feel like you
sure.
should be nailing
Everyone
these
will
shots.
be going for it. You can't lay up. Yeah.
And
yeah,
it's going to
definitely.
be tricky, and it's also just beautiful.
Yeah, it is great out here. The other thing we haven't thought about is it is going to rain all day Saturday and Sunday, I heard, which is going to make it even more wicked.
Cool.
But,
I didn't bring a rain fly.
oh boy. With that said, that's it for the front nine. Make sure to check out the back nine on Holyn's channel.